Hello friends, welcome to our channel Math Master. In the last video, we explained to you how to balance a chemical equation. And in this video, we will teach you the different types of chemical reactions. So, ready to study a new topic. Get ready with a pen, your textbook and a notebook. Okay students. The first type of chemical reaction is a combination reaction. What is a combination reaction? Before coming to that, let's take this activity 1.4. Take a small amount of calcium oxide or quicklime in a beaker. Calcium oxide is also known as quicklime, and the formula I have written, please focus there, CaO. Slowly add water to this. Touch the beaker as shown in figure. Do you feel any change in temperature? Fine. So what we have done is we have added calcium oxide and water. Let's understand this with the help of an equation. Calcium oxide and water, when they both combine with each other, then we get calcium hydroxide, and it releases a lots of heat. It means it's an exothermic reaction. Heat liberate हो रही है, that's why it's an exothermic reaction. Valency of calcium is 2. Valency of hydroxide is 1. Okay, fine. So a new product, calcium hydroxide, is formed. Calcium oxide and water. Actually, calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water and forms a product called calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. Right? इसको हम calcium hydroxide भी कह सकते हैं, or we can also call it slaked lime. Okay students, now let's understand. This is a combination reaction because these two reactants, they combine and form a new product, form a single new product, that is calcium hydroxide. One more thing that you have to focus on, it's not necessary that there are only two reactants. There may be three reactants who react and give us a new single product, and such type of reaction is called combination reaction. Activity 1.4, last point, do you feel any change in temperature? And please look at this reaction. Do you feel any change in temperature? अगर हम इस beaker को बाहर से touch करें, so what you will feel? Yes, you will feel the heat. And the reason why you will feel the heat, because it is exothermic. So students, this is combination reaction. What is combination reaction? A reaction in which two or more than two reactants react and form a single product is known as combination reaction. Fine. अभी एक practical example समझाते हैं combination reaction का. आपको पता होगा कि अगर किसी के घर पे या आपके आस पड़ोस में कहीं चूना होता है, चूना, you know, we call it white washing. तो do you know कि आप हार्डवेयर के स्टोर से क्या खरीद के आते हो? डू यू नो दैट? नो, आई टेल यू. सो आप हार्डवेयर के स्टोर से ये खरीद के आते हो. ये मतलब व्हाट इज दिस? याद करो, दिस इज कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड या क्विकलाइम. ये क्विकलाइम जो हम खरीद के आते हैं हार्डवेयर स्टोर में, ये लम्प्स के फॉर्म में होता है. लम्प्स पत्थर के फॉर्म में होता है, स्टोन्स के फॉर्म में होता है, व्हाइट व्हाइट. इस लम्प, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड के लम्प्स को हम किस में ऐड करते हैं? वाटर में. एंड वी गेट कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड सोल्यूशन. आपने देखा होगा चूने वाले एक बड़े से ड्रम में पानी भरते हैं और उसमें कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड डालते हैं, राइट? और उसमें से काफी हीट लिबरेट होती है बिकॉज इट्स एक्सोथर्मिक. और अब ये जो सोल्यूशन है कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का, इसको अप्लाई करते हैं वॉल्स पे. What we apply on the walls? Calcium hydroxide solution, right? Calcium hydroxide solution when you apply on the walls, वो जो ब्रश से अंकल वॉल पे जो लगाते हैं ना, वो कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड। चूना लगाने के बाद in any room it reacts with carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere and forms calcium carbonate and releases water. Fine. So it forms calcium carbonate and releases water. So जो दीवार पे चूना लगा होता है, it is nothing but calcium carbonate. Now this is explained in this do you know. On page 7 at the top, a solution of slaked lime produced is used for whitewashing. Calcium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide present in the air to form a thin layer of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is formed after 2 or 3 days of whitewashing and gives a shiny finish to the walls. It is very interesting to note that the formula of calcium carbonate and the formula of marble and the formula of chalk, it's all one and the same. It is CaCO3. CaCO3 is calcium carbonate. Fine students? Hope it is very clear. This is the practical example of combination reaction. Okay, फिर से बता रहा हूं, जब चूना होता है तो हम कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड खरीद के आते हैं, उसको वाटर में डालते हैं, हमें मिलता है कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एक्वस। एक्वस मतलब लिक्विड फॉर्म में। इस लिक्विड फॉर्म को ब्रश के हेल्प से हम लोग दीवार पे लगाते हैं। 2 या 3 दिन लगते हैं इस कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड को कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के साथ रिएक्ट करके एक थिन लेयर बनाता है कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का, जिसकी वजह से हमारे वॉल्स का एक शाइनी फिनिश लुक आता है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, देयर आर फ्यू मोर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशन। लुक एट दिस, बर्निंग ऑफ कोल। This is carbon or coal? Yes, this is carbon. No, it's coal. No, it's carbon. No, it's coal. Actually, coal is completely made up of carbon. That's why they have written C here. So, coal plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Or we can say carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. One and the same. This is combination because carbon reacts with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide. In the same way, hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas and forms water. Now students, please underline in your textbook that when 2 or more substances combine to form a single product, keep this in mind, single product, the reactions are called combination reaction. Right? Students, यहाँ पे हमने देखा activity 1.4 में that a lot of heat was released. Because a lot of heat was released, the reaction is known as exothermic reaction. Exothermic. The reaction in which heat is released is called exothermic reaction. Let's take one more example. Burning of natural gas. What is this, students? This is CH4, and CH4 stands for methane. 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 Right? So methane, when you burn methane, you get carbon dioxide plus water. This is also exothermic because it releases a lot of heat. Fine. So here are few examples of exothermic. Now coming to a very important question, which is your in-text question and important for exams also. Respiration भी exothermic होता है. Do you know that respiration is exothermic process? Now let's understand this topic. Students, very few students know what exactly respiration means. Respiration exactly होता क्या है? देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, हम सब लोग खाना खाते हैं to get energy, correct? The food that we eat gets digested. हमारे बॉडी में जो हमारा फूड है, अब देखिए आपके फूड में मेनली क्या होता है? आपके फूड में मेनली राइस, पोटैटोस, चपाटी, रोटी, वॉट एवर यू से, ब्रेड, All these contain carbohydrates, and our body during digestion converts carbohydrates into glucose. मतलब carbohydrates is broken down into glucose. Right? ये कहाँ होता है? ये आपका small intestine में होता है. In small intestine, carbohydrates gets converted into glucose. Now this glucose goes to each and every cell of our body. Also, oxygen is available to each and every cell of our body. So glucose and oxygen inside the cell, they both combine and they provide us energy in the form of ATP, जिसको हम बोलते हैं adenosine triphosphate. So conversion of food into energy is respiration. तो इस रिएक्शन का स्पेशल नाम दिया है रेस्पिरेशन. एंड बिकॉज इस रिएक्शन में एनर्जी बॉडी को मिलती है, दैट्स वाई इट इज एक्सोथर्मिक. बिकॉज एनर्जी इज रिलीज, इट इज कॉल्ड एक्सोथर्मिक. स्टूडेंट्स, आई विल रिपीट. वी ईट फूड टू गेट एनर्जी, करेक्ट? द फूड दैट वी ईट undergoes digestion and the food is broken down into simple substances. जैसे कि हमारे बॉडी में हम लोग मैक्सिमम जो खाना खाते हैं वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पोटैटो, राइस, रोटी, चपाती. सो ऑल दीज कंटेन कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. So our small intestine converts carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Glucose combines with oxygen in each and every cell and provides energy to the body, and this is called respiration. Fine. So the reaction which is there below, kindly focus here. ये ग्लूकोज की फॉर्मूला है C6H12O6. ग्लूकोज जब ऑक्सीजन के साथ कंबाइन होता है, ग्लूकोज कंबाइंस विद ऑक्सीजन इन द सेल. The cell releases carbon dioxide, water and energy. So this is the reaction which shows respiration. Vegetable matter, इसका भी जब decomposition होता है into compost, it is also an example of exothermic reaction. Fine students, I hope this topic of combination reaction is very clear to all of you. Students, the second type of reaction is decomposition reaction. So let's understand decomposition reaction with the help of one activity. Take about 2 grams ferrous sulfate. Ferrous and ferric. Ferrous and ferric are nothing but iron. Ferrous means iron with valency 2 and ferric is iron with valency 3. Over here it's ferrous means iron with valency 2. Sulfate also has valency 2. Because they both have same valency, so we will write it as FeSO4. So take about 2 grams ferrous sulfate crystal in a dry boiling tube. Now students, please note the color of ferrous sulfate, it is green. Ferrous sulfate green color का होता है. Now heat the boiling tube over the spirit lamp or a burner as shown here. Right? So students, when you are heating ferrous sulfate, FeSO4, what will happen? I'll just show you over here with the help of one chemical reaction equation. So FeSO4, when it is heated, it will decompose to form ferric oxide. फेरिक बिकॉज आयरन की वैलेंसी यहाँ 3 है. फेरिक ऑक्साइड प्लस सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड गैस प्लस सल्फर ट्राइऑक्साइड गैस. सो यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? फेरस सल्फेट विच इज रिएक्टेंट, इट इज ब्रोकन टू फॉर्म 3 प्रोडक्ट्स: फेरिक ऑक्साइड, sulfur dioxide gas and sulfur trioxide gas. So the reaction in which the reactant is broken is known as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is opposite of combination reaction. Combination reaction में क्या था? The reactants combine to form a single product. But here the reactant breaks to form products. In this case, there are 3 products. Am I clear, students? Fine. Let's take one more example of decomposition reaction. कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट, इनको जब हम हीट करते हैं, it forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide is also called quicklime. Quicklime has got many uses. उसका एक यूज है, it is used to manufacture cement. Calcium oxide, CaO. Fine students. इन दोनों reactions में we are providing heat to break the reactants, and that's why such type of decomposition is called thermal decomposition. The reason, because reactants are broken by taking heat, right? So heat absorb हो रहा है. So these two are thermal decomposition. एक और thermal decomposition का example ले लेते हैं हम लोग. Look at activity 1.6. Take about 2 grams lead nitrate powder in a test tube. Lead nitrate powder in a test tube. Lead is Pb, nitrate is NO3. Lead की वैलेंसी 2 होती है और nitrate की वैलेंसी 1. Hold the boiling tube with a pair of tongs and heat it over the flame. What do you observe? So students, here we have taken lead nitrate in a tube and we are burning this tube, heating this tube. यहाँ पे कुछ ब्राउन कलर के फ्यूम्स निकल रहे हैं. डू यू नो व्हाट दीज फ्यूम्स आर? ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू ये फ्यूम्स क्या है. अगेन फोकस ऑन दिस केमिकल रिएक्शन. लीड नाइट्रेट, दैट इज PbNO3 twice. Lead nitrate, when it is heated, it decomposes to form lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So lead nitrite will decompose to form lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. यहाँ पे जो brown fumes आपको दिख रहे थे, these brown fumes are of this particular gas. Which gas is this? Nitrogen dioxide. So the brown fumes we are talking about are of nitrogen dioxide. Again, this is a decomposition reaction. Is it thermal decomposition? Are you providing heat? The answer is yes. So all these 3 examples are of thermal decomposition. So decomposition where you are providing heat to break the reactant are known as thermal decomposition reaction. Now let me explain to you one more type of decomposition. We call it electrolytic decomposition. इसका दूसरा नाम इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. ठीक है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट विद द हेल्प ऑफ एक्टिविटी. स्टूडेंट्स, हमें एक मग लेना है, प्लास्टिक मग, जो जनरली हमारे वॉशरूम्स में होता है. टेक अ प्लास्टिक मग and drill 2 holes at its base. 2 holes at its base. इन holes को रबर स्टॉपर से फिट कर दीजिए. रबर स्टॉपर से. Now insert carbon electrodes in these rubber stoppers. Carbon electrodes. And these carbon electrodes, then they are connected to a 6-volt battery with the help of a wire. Clear? इस मग के अंदर हमने वाटर डाला है in such a way that both the electrodes are completely immersed inside the water. Then we add few drops of dilute H2SO4 to make it a good conductor of electricity. The reason of adding dilute H2SO4, sulfuric acid, is to make it good conductor of electricity. अब 2 टेस्ट ट्यूब लेनी है filled with water और इन दोनों टेस्ट ट्यूब को कार्बन इलेक्ट्रोड्स के ऊपर हमें फिट कर देना है इन एन इन्वर्टेड पोजीशन. ओके, अब क्या करना है? नाउ लेट द करंट पास. स्विच ऑन द करंट. As you switch on the current, you will find that bubbles will come out from both the test tubes. So why these bubbles are coming out, you know? So these bubbles are coming out because यहाँ पे because we are passing current inside water, water का electrolysis हो रहा है. Water on passing current, electric current, it undergoes electrolysis and forms hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Hydrogen gas and oxygen gas are liberated. This is not a balanced equation. So let's balance it. Okay, let's balance it. Oxygen here it is 2 and here it is 1. So make this 2. So this makes hydrogen 4, but here hydrogen is only 2. So make here 2. So what is happening here is that bubbles जो release हो रहे हैं दोनों test tube से, from one test tube hydrogen gas is getting liberated. That's why we are able to see the bubbles. And in the other test tube oxygen gas is liberated. तो वो उसके bubbles. Now the question arises is, is the quantity of hydrogen and oxygen gas evolved the same in both the test tube? I repeat my question. Is the volume of the gas that is liberated in both the test tube equal? The answer is no. Reason क्या है? Reason ये है that water H2O. What's the formula of water? H2O, right? In H2O, hydrogen atoms are 2, oxygen atom is 1. In one molecule of water, किसके atoms ज़्यादा हैं? Hydrogen के. किसके कम हैं? Oxygen के. So we can say that hydrogen atoms are double compared to oxygen, and so जब हम water को decompose करेंगे, hydrogen gas का volume will be double compared to the volume of oxygen. Am I clear to all? It will be double. किसका volume? Hydrogen compared to that of oxygen. Okay, तो एक बार ये दोनों gases hydrogen और oxygen से भर जाएं, then remove them carefully. Just remove both the test tubes carefully and test किस गैस में hydrogen है, किस गैस में oxygen है. कैसे? You know, bring a burning candle near them. If the candle flame burns brightly, इसका मतलब the gas coming out is oxygen, and if you bring the burning candle near a test tube containing hydrogen, then it will burn with a popping sound. So this indicates hydrogen gas. Am I clear, students? This is electrolysis. यहाँ इसको कहा जाता है electrolytic decomposition. Coming to the third type of decomposition, to understand, let's read the activity first. Take about 2 grams silver chloride in a china dish. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है the silver chloride is white in color. What is the color? White. Silver is Ag, chloride is Cl. Silver chloride. What is the color of silver chloride? White. What is the color of silver chloride? White. Keep this in mind. Place this china dish in a sunlight for some time. Keep this china dish somewhere so that the sunlight falls on it. After some time you will find that it turns grey. So why does it turns grey? Why does silver chloride, which is white in color, become grey after some time? The reason is very simple. Silver chloride, AgCl, when sunlight falls on it, it decomposes and you get silver metal and chlorine gas will be liberated. And because silver is grey in color, that's why we will find that silver chloride जो white था becomes grey, because ultimately what is formed? Silver is formed and chlorine gas is liberated, released. Let's balance it. 2 chlorine atom, 1 chlorine atom, इसको 2 से multiply. 2 silver, here is 1 silver, so multiply this with 2. This is a balanced equation. Silver chloride की तरह AgBr, that is silver bromide, also undergoes same type of chemical reaction. Such chemical reactions are called photolytic chemical डिकम्पोजिशन और जस्ट से फोटोलिटिक डिकम्पोजिशन या फोटोलिसिस भी कहते हैं इसको. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो सबसे पहले आपको सिखाया गया था decomposition reaction. This is thermal decomposition. This is thermal decomposition because we are providing heat here. This is also thermal decomposition. Hope you remember. ये जो water का example था, that was electrolytic decomposition because we are providing electric current, and here we are giving sunlight. Photolytic decompositions are used in black and white photography. So students, now just let me know that in decomposition reaction we are providing energy either in the form of heat or we are passing electric current or we are breaking the reactant with the help of sunlight, and all these three are forms of energy. It means that in decomposition reaction we always have to give energy to the reactant, or in other words the reaction requires energy either in the form of heat or electric current or sunlight, and that's why all decomposition reactions are endothermic. What are they? Endothermic. What is endothermic? You know, endothermic matlab the reactions in which heat is absorbed. Precisely बोलूं तो energy is absorbed. The reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reaction. So all decomposition reactions are endothermic reaction. I repeat, all decomposition reactions are endothermic reactions. Am I clear, students? I hope I have cleared the topic of decomposition and you are able to understand it. Still, if you have any doubts regarding combination and decomposition, feel free to comment us, and at the same time do subscribe our channel, like and share it with your friends. Let them understand these topics well, because here at Math Master we believe that learning is sharing. Bye bye. In the next video we will teach you displacement and double displacement reactions.